What's going on, guys? Dan the Eco Man here. Just wanted to make a quick video. First of all, Happy New Year. Hope everybody had a blessed day and wonderful New Year's Eve, and still having a great New Year's Day. Live it up, celebrate. We made it another year. Congratulations to everybody's success, and hopefully everybody continues to be successful and stay motivated for what the future has in store for us. So just want to jump right into it. It's going to be a quick video about this guy, which is my BDX tuner device, and just wanted to talk about that a little bit and a couple suggestions I have for tuning brands and what I think about them. So let's jump right into it. So the first thing you are going to want to do, or wondering if you haven't tuned your Ecoboost yet, is what tuning company should I go with? So personally, I went with BAMA Performance to be more on the conservative side. They usually tend to be more conservative and are pretty good with communicating with customers and understanding what it is that you want out of your vehicle. Now, the only, I would say, a downside to them is they don't do like dyno tuning in person, so you can't just, drive your car to BAMA Performance and then they tune it for you on a dyno. Everything is done through this guy right here. So now it's okay because you do get the data log and you plug it into your OBD2. I'll show you a little bit about that. And you get to send them your data so they can look at it to make sure your car is running the way it's supposed to. And any concerns you have, you can email them, talk to about it, and they will get back to you very fast, usually like the same day or the next day, and they'll let you know how to fix whatever issues you have. And so I'm going to show you a couple of the settings, and I actually just got a new tune for this. It's a revision, and they had to adjust a couple things, so I'm going to show you what they did. So check it out. All right, so the first thing you want to do is go inside or your vehicle, plug it up, make sure it's connected to Wi-Fi. Mine already is. You just want to make sure it is connected, otherwise you won't be able to download tunes from the cloud. So then you go into your device settings, you go to cloud file sync, continue, and it's checking the cloud for files. There should be two that they sent for the two tunes. I have a race and performance tune. So I'll just go ahead and click on those, go to continue. I'm just going to download these files to the device, so I'll be able to unplug it and go upload it to my car, and I'll show you how to do that. And you're also going to want to check for updates, just to make sure your device is updated currently. So we can go ahead and do that to make sure it's updated so it's performing the way it's supposed to. All right. You check for updates, confirm, continue. It's going to verify you got everything it needs, and then it'll do its update process, and the settings and everything will be updated to the latest version of whatever it is BAMA is doing. So to plug it in the vehicle, you're going to need your OBD2 cable, which they're going to give you, and you're going to connect that up to your device or whatever device you have, and that plugs into your OBD2 port, and that's going to be just below your steering wheel, usually on the left side, and you can kind of see it right there. See if I can that's your OBD2 port, and that's what this is going to plug into, and that's how they check for your check engine lights. They'll plug a little scanner right there into that usually. So I'm gonna go ahead and plug that up and then show you how it's gonna download the tune onto your vehicle. And once you plug it up, it'll automatically turn this device on anytime it's plugged up into the right cable. So then you would go ahead and go to program vehicle, and that's my vehicle's VIN and computer number. So go ahead and confirm that. Device updates, we already did that, so we can skip it. Then we can go continue. it's checking for cloud files, even though we already did that and we had the tune, so I really could have skipped that. But if you don't want to go ahead and do that in your house when it's connected to your Wi-Fi, then it'll do it by itself automatically, but it still has to be connected to Wi-Fi. Continue. All right, so it's going to run you through a couple steps, and you got to follow the instructions. So turn the vehicle's ignition key to the on position, or push and hold the engine start button for 2 to 3 seconds. Do not start the engine. So you do not put your foot on the brake. You just press the start button. Do not start it, because you might mess something up. So you just go over here, don't put your foot on the brake, press the start button. It's going to come on. Then just go ahead and hit continue. Okay, so these are all the revisions that I've had done and had some kinks worked out, and every time they do that, it'll be a new tune they come out with. So these ones right here will be the latest. I used the race tune, and it has the date right next to it, so you can see on 12/30 that's when the tunes were revised. So I'm going to go ahead and use the race one because that's what I've been using. And what I did was I had the speed limiter upped, so you can't completely take a governor off, but you can raise the limits, and that's what tuning companies do. So I just had it raised from the original governing out, which was about 123, I want to say. I had it bumped up to about 150, so we'll see how that goes. So just push OK. It's going to process it. And this can take up to about 5 to 10 minutes for it to completely upload the tune, but you don't want to mess with anything. You definitely don't want to turn your car off. You want to let it do its thing. Just leave it in that on position without having to start the engine. Then it brings you to this screen just to let you know that the custom tune will disable your device's preloaded tunes because of modifications to your vehicle that require a tune, customized, blah, 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 blah. It's letting you know that you're confirming what they've done and that it's going to disable your other tune. So it's going to put a new tune on your car. That's what you want. So I'll confirm that. It's going to ask you again to confirm. That's the race tune, and that's the newest one with the date next to it. So yes, that's the one we want. I'm just going to finalize it, and then it's going to start doing its thing. So we're going to turn the vehicle off to the off position, then press continue. So cut it off, hit continue, then turn it back on. Go over here, do not turn the engine on, just press the start button without pushing the brake. Go to continue. Now it's going to start doing its thing. It's going to unlock the processor, which is the computer ECU, and it's going to get in there and change some things around. So your car is going to do a couple things and make a couple noises, but don't worry about it. It's just unlocking the computer. And then it'll tell you, do not turn the ignition key off or disconnect the device. If you do, then you're going to mess some stuff up and you might not be able to start your car back up. So just leave it alone. Don't touch anything. And we'll let that finish up. So then it's going to actually start writing the tune once it unlocked the processor. So once it got in there, it unlocked it, almost like putting in a password. Then it's actually reprogramming the computer. So this is where it's paramount. You do not touch anything. Let it do what it does. Do not disconnect it. Do not push the start button to turn it off or start the engine up. I say it a lot because it's very important, because if you do that, you're going to mess your car up. So just don't do that. And we'll let it finish up. Almost done. Usually, like I said, it takes up to about 5 to 10 minutes for it to actually write the tune on the vehicle. So just be patient, let it finish up. And then it's gonna redo everything. Turn that off, sorry about that. And it's clearing the data trouble codes. All that stuff that's flashing, don't worry about it. It's going to clear that up for you. and make sure everything is back the way it's supposed to be, aside from the tune that you're actually putting on your car. All right, turn the vehicle off and wait. So we'll turn it off. Then it'll tell you to turn it back on. Again, do not start the engine. And it should say that everything was good to go. Congratulations. And that's about it. So then we can turn it off. So we'll go ahead and do that. Hit done. And then she's good to go. That's pretty much it. I just wanted to do a quick video. Again, it's New Year's Day, so I'm gonna go out and do a couple things, but I wanted to get that done for you guys, just to let you know how the process works for these BDX tuner devices. So a couple suggestions I have, if you're not really sure, well, first of all, do your research. There's a bunch of tuning companies out there. Go with one that's reliable, that a lot of people are using. Look at the reviews to make sure that it's something that the customer service that they have, and you know, the type of product that they're advertising is what you want. So that's the most important thing. Make sure it's something that you like, because obviously some people don't like things. A lot of people don't like BAMA. I like BAMA. I've had no issues with them. They're quick to get back to me, and they make sure my car is running the way it's supposed to be. So make sure it's something that you want, and don't listen to what everybody else has to say. Oh, well, don't use this or whatever. So look into Lund Racing. That's Lund. My buddy, I think they went with their tune. He loves it. Unleashed, I know they do some good tunes, and BAMA, of course. Cobb, I know a lot of people are going with Cobb tuning. Different devices and different tuning companies, all you do a lot of different things. So I know Cobb is very versatile and gives you a lot of options as far as what you can do to change some things in your vehicle. So I know BAMA doesn't do. BAMA is very conservative, like I said, and they like to do a lot of things themselves, which is good, because then they'll let you know that they're the experts, and they're going to make sure that they're the ones that are changing the things, and that you don't go in there, you know, mess something up by mistake. Not saying that you're going to mess it up. If you know what you're doing, by all means, you know what you're doing, and I'm not going to take that away from you. So, but I just like what they have to offer, so that's why I use them. You don't like BAMA, you don't have to use them. Use whatever you want. I know Cobb is a very good tuning company. They do a lot of great things, and their devices are awesome from what I hear, and they give you a lot of options. So just do your research. At the end of the day, like I said, it doesn't matter what somebody else says. You don't even got to listen to what I say. Just pick what you want to pick. Like what you like. It's your car. Do whatever it is that you want to do to it to make sure it's operating the way that you want your car to perform. So that's the most important thing, as long as you enjoy it. So anyways, like I said, Happy New Year's. Guys, have a great and blessed day. I will talk to you later. Send me some messages on Instagram, what you guys want to see. I can do some more videos about that, and I'll let you know about my experiences with my vehicle. So far, I've not had no issues. I've almost got 30,000 miles on my car. Haven't had no eco boom, no crazy misfires or crazy issues at all. I love BAMA, and I think I'm going to stick with them for a good while. So, peace.